I believe. Your first ball? Yes, it is, Livie said, nodding. The lady turned to the mirror and repositioned her diamond ring she wore on her left hand over her long glove. I am Lady Regina Charlotte Haywood. Livie swallowed. Daisy's mother had warned them to stay clear of Lady Regina, labelling the Duke of Lennox's sister powerful and unpleasant. It is a pleasure to meet you, Livie said, elbowing Daisy. A pleasure, Daisy blurted out, bobbing a curtsy that caused several locks of hair to tumble to her shoulders. I can't say the same, Lady Regina said, turning away from the mirror, since I gather that you, two young ladies of no particular distinction or beauty, think my fiancé resembles a vegetable. There was a horrible silence. Livie gulped. I truly apologise for that unkind description. Lady Regina focused on Livie with round eyes as hard as cobblestones. Your insult was particularly noteworthy, given that you yourself are named after a vegetable. Actually, olives are fruit, Livie said, before she could stop herself. And you, Lady Regina said, looking at Daisy, are presumably named after a favourite parlour maid. I was named after my grandmother, Daisy whispered. The Earl shan't dance with either of you again. The real question is whether any eligible gentleman should dance with you. The menace in Lady Regina's voice was undisguised. Livie could feel herself turning pale. I doubt anyone will be overcome by rapturous wonder, glimpsing either of you across the ballroom. Oh, wait! I forgot. The lady's lips curled in distaste. You, Miss Tyron, find your cousin pretty, do you not? Perhaps short and fat will be in style some day, though it might be more accurate to say short, fat, and unkempt. Daisy visibly wilted as a wave of anger ripped through Livie. Daisy may not be as polished as Lady Regina, but then, who was? The lady was as flawless as a china statue, but Daisy had her own kind of beauty. Now, Livie's most darling friend in the world looked stricken, stripped of her joyful sparkle. My cousin is beautiful, Livie declared. Lady Regina smirked. Taste is so telling, is it not? I have always found that those of inferior rank are disposed to upstart claims of beauty. Yet everyone finds unkindness ugly, Livie retorted. She found Daisy's hand and turned to go. Goodbye, Lady Regina. She had just pushed Daisy through the door when she heard a hiss. You dare! Reluctantly, Livie turned around. Chapter 2. Mean Girls, or Toads. Livie made sure the door swung shut behind Daisy before she replied, Did you speak, Lady Regina? The lady shifted her diamond ring again. I was considering how wearisome it is to see young women fluffing their feathers and shaking their tails at men who would never consider them for marriage. Your father, I believe, makes a living on a boat. My father, Captain Sir Franklin Tyron, is commander of His Majesty's Royal Oak, Livie said proudly. As I said, he makes his living on a boat. Lady Regina walked past Livie, pushing open the door and leaving without another word. Livie pressed her hands to her burning cheeks. Society dictated that everyone must display fawning obsequiousness to that horrid woman. Her aunt, Lady Wharton, would be mortified by the fact that Livie had made an enemy of Lady Regina, but she would